Thank you all. So close. Hello, thank you all for joining me today. So this is the beginner version of a 3-part series I'm going to do for lower body. So we're going to do 3 weeks of lower body, beginner, intermediate, conditioning exercises to progress to advanced. I don't expect for most people on here to get the advanced version, but I will give you a pathway to getting there. But this is where we're going to start. So this is going to be an entirely seated workout. Find a comfortable place on the floor. Get a cushion underneath your booty if you need it. Get those booty cheeks up and out of the way. We're going to look at 2 separate baselines. Baseline being, what is our range of motion in this moment in time? We're going to look at seated forward fold, and we're going to look at what does it feel like when we try to go into a 90-90. So 90-90s are when our feet, our legs are bent, and they're in this 90-90 configuration. Now, some of us can't start here. Some of us have to start here, or even place the hands behind us to push the chest up. Find your baseline. Get into position. Find a comfortable place to be. Don't push into resistance. Okay? For me, I'm here. This is where it feels okay. If you're here, be here. I want you to take notice of how you feel. Do you have any tight areas? Tight areas. I have right here, my hip flexor is pretty tight from the workout I did yesterday. We're going to try to see if the drills that I have us doing today positively affect our range of motion and loosen up those tight areas. Okay, so we're going to take note, take a mental picture, put it in your mind palace. Okay, we're going to come out of that. Now we're going to check our forward fold, find a comfortable place to sit. If you need a pillow under your booty, get the booty cheeks up and out of the way. Now if you're here and have a hard time coming up, just take your hands, push them up, stop our resistance, take note of where you are. If you can come forward, I want you to raise those arms up, inhale on the exhale, come down. Don't worry about bent backs, stop at resistance. This is where I'm starting. This is before the warm-up. Okay, take a mental note, put it in your mind palace, gently come out. Let's start with feel yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in some sensory input, wake up those neural connections that connect the brain to the body, heighten the self-awareness, increase our range of motion without doing any kind of workout. This is the cool part of resilient flexibility, the neurological part. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come to we're going to sit on one booty cheek, lift up the other booty cheek. We're going to start rubbing at the top of the booty cheek. We're going to go to the middle of the booty, so we got 3 booty cheeks. Not booty cheeks, we got 3 booty muscles. We got 3 glutes, minimus, maximus, medius. We're going to come down to where the hamstring and the butt meet. Now we're going to come to the hamstring, sides of the hamstring, back of the knee, sides of the knee, back of the calf, sides of the calf, down to the ankle, cankle, whatever you want to call it, ankle bones, Achilles, heel. Get that heel. We want to go ahead and really get the feet, soles of the feet, balls of the feet, sides of the feet. Get those fingers in those toes. Give them love. Give yourself a little massage. Rub the tops of the toes, tops of the feet, top of the ankle, sides of the ankle, top of the shin, sides of the shin, top of the knee, sides of the knee, quad, tensor lata fascia, inside of the thigh. Get your lower belly, hips. You want to do about a 5 or 6 in intensity out of 10. Don't want to start a fire, but you do want to feel that sensory input. And it's going to be a little different for everybody, by the way. Switch sides, lean on the other side, start at the top. Minimus, medius, maximus, glutes. Down to the connection between the hamstring and the glutes. Hamstring, sides of the hamstring, back of the knee, sides of the knee, back of the thigh, sides of the calf, back of the calf, sides of the calf, back of the ankle, sides of the ankle, heel, sides of the foot, sole of the foot, balls of the feet. Get those fingers in the toes. Give yourself a gentle massage. Rub the tops of the toes, top of the foot, sides of the foot, top of the shin, sides of the shin, top of the knee, sides of the knee, top of the quad, tensor lata fascia. I love that phrase. I love that part of the body. Like saying it, it's like a vocal stem. Okay. Hips, lower belly, hips, love handles, all that jazz. All right, we did a sensory warm up a little bit, just lower body. Let's go ahead and get into that 90-90. Do you feel any difference? Increase range of motion just a little bit. Okay, I want you to come, if you can bring those feet out a little bit more, if you can widen your stance a little bit more, go ahead and do that. I feel good in this position. If you're here, push up. Okay, come out of it. Legs straight in front, booty cheeks up and out of the way. If you're here, push up. You might not have seen a difference. You might feel a difference on the inside interoception. All right, so if you're here, raise your arms up. Inhale. I want you to look past where you were last time and try to go for that on the exhale. Oh, yeah, look at that. I was here last time and now I'm here and it feels good. I want you to make sure that anytime we check our baseline, we're never pushing into anything painful. We're moving around anything painful. We're stopping at resistance. Okay, we're gonna come out of that and hydrate. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do, I've seen these ones a lot because they're so beneficial. Front leg bent, okay? Booty cheeks up, out of the way. They will anchor you down. You want to make sure you have a nice push thoracic spine. If you need to place your hands behind you, push forward, push up, push that rib cage forward, okay? Tilt, and so this is going to be a anterior tilt, so the pelvis goes like this, the booty crack up towards the sky. Okay, we're gonna look at the leg that we're working on. We're gonna just let the foot hang out, neutral. Don't worry about flexing or pointing. We're gonna roll that leg as far forward as we can. So some of us might have limited range of motion with this particular movement, and that's okay. We're going to, I don't know if you can hear the helicopter behind me. I live near like Air Force Academy, Peterson Air Force Base, Fort Carson are all within my vicinity. So if you hear anything like that, that's what that is. Also, it's the end of the school year for the academy, and there are training exercises for graduation. All right, we're gonna roll that leg back and forth. We're gonna do 10. So let's say this is 3, 4, 5, 6, and notice my torso is facing forward. 8, 9, 10. Bring it back to neutral, so you're not actively engaging any of your muscles. We're gonna now focus on mobilizing the foot. We are going to stare at the top, the big toe. We're gonna pretend like that sucker is drawing circles in the sky or in the ceiling, wherever you may be. We're staring at that foot thumb. We are trying to draw perfect circles. We're not gonna draw perfect circles, but that is the intention over perfection, okay? We're smoothing out every rough edge. We're making every subsequent circle more perfect than the last. Without judgment, by the way. The less judgment we place on what our body can do, the better our body will actually move in space. It turns out anytime that we have these negative thoughts about what our bodies, reverse a circle, is achieving, anytime we say, oh, we're tight here, we're stuck here, this part is bad, this doesn't, we actually make our brain a little scared of moving, and it puts in protective tools in place, including muscle stiffness and chronic pain. When we say things, we need a little more work, we need a little more love, we need to be a little more gentle to certain areas. We allow our brain to feel safer. It's a neurological thing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stop. Bend that leg, bring the other leg out. Booty cheeks up and out of the way. If you need your hands behind you, press that chest up, tilt the pelvis up to the sky. We're gonna roll that leg back and forth. Now, I know I have my leg way out here. You can have your leg closer to the front of you. I should have said that already from the start. But find a comfy place for that leg to be. We're gonna roll the leg back and forth 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now notice I was looking at the leg. The more that you can look at the body part that is moving in space, the better your brain's gonna feel. The more range of motion you're gonna have. Big toe, ceiling, circles. Start drawing them, smoothing out every rough edge, trying to make every subsequent circle more perfect than the last. Not holding any judgment if they're not perfect, if they're not circles. Maybe they're rhomboids, maybe they're squares. It's okay, you're doing your best, leaving the rest, intention over perfection. We're gonna go ahead, reverse the circle. So I try to do about 6. If you're really hung up on numbers, I really try to do about 6 in one direction, 6 in the other. But sometimes I just do them and as often as I want because it feels really good. If you're having a hard time because you feel like your foot is anchored, by the way, you could always place a cushion or a yoga block underneath that ankle. It does allow for freer movement. Okay? By the way, snap, crackle, pops in your body, totally normal. We are organic beings. We're going to make noises with our bodies. As long as it's not accompanied with pain, you're okay. Alrighty. So, one leg. Oh! Alright. Let's go ahead. Switch back to the other leg. Front leg bent. Booty cheeks up and out of the way. Push up if you need to. If you can stay here, we are going to do a little bit of a stretch because it's going to feel good. We are going to lift those arms, inhale, rotate that torso towards the knees. We're going to come forward. Now, if you start feeling tension here, if you start feeling tight here, stop. Place your hands right here. If you can come down a little further, place your hands down further. I want you to feel that right in here, okay? And maybe a little bit in the calf. But it's mostly this nice little like lumbar sacral area right above your butt cheek. Okay, we're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come out of it. Inhale. Now, if you're here, we're just coming to the side. We're gonna let the chest stay forward. We're not rotating anything. If you're here, raise your arms up, come down. Place the elbow against the knee. Rotate that shoulder back. Okay, reach, 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 reach. Now if you could come down a little further, do that. We're not pushing into pain. We're gonna look up, we're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna gently come out of that. Other side. Loop. Booty cheek up and out of the way. Push up, we're gonna rotate. Come down, okay, if you can. If you can bring those arms up, we're gonna inhale, rotate that chest towards the knee, come down, okay? You're here, be here, be here, be here. If you're here, be here. Stop at resistance. And we're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come out of that. Inhale. We're gonna come down, chest facing forward, elbow to the knee if you can, rotating that shoulder back, reaching with that arm, looking up to the sky or the ceiling and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come out of that. Let's look at what our baseline looks like now. Come into your 90-90 windshield wiper stance. Okay, maybe you were here and now you can be a little here. Okay, maybe you were here and now you can be a little bit here. Okay, we're trying to see progression. We're going to feel maybe a little discomfort while we progress, but pain we should never be feeling. So always move out of whatever pose you're in that is causing you pain. Okay, so come out of that. Legs in front, booty cheeks up and out of the way. If you're here, push up, see if you feel a difference. If you're already here, bring those arms up. Inhale, we're gonna go for a spot past where we were last time on the exhale. Gently come out of that. So hopefully you guys feel a difference. I'm gonna hydrate, it's a little warm. That's why I have the umbrella out. All right, the next thing that we're going to do, windshield wiper to shitty pigeon. I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to verbally cue you. So this is what it's going to look like for those of us who are needing a little bit of a modification. We're going to push up, anchor the feet, bring the knees up and over, windshield wiper, and then we're just going to rotate, straighten the leg. Modified version. Hand is still on the ground. We're going to try to just come up and over that leg. We're rotating over, rolling over this leg. Okay? Come back. Now, if you're here and you feel like you can't go any further, don't. Stay here. You're good. We're just going to come back, bring the leg back, hands, anchor, legs up and over, straighten, 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 and if you can, come up. You might feel a little bit tightness right here. That's okay. We're just going to come back down gently. Do 6 of those, okay? So 1, 2, okay? 6 on each side. Now, if we are here and we can come up here without needing our hands to support us, we're going to anchor the feet. We're going to engage the core. We're going to bring those knees up and over, okay? Face the leg that's put in front. Kick that leg behind you. We're gonna roll over onto the quad. Shitty pigeon. Roll that leg back. Notice that I instinctively pointed that toe so that I can roll onto the ankle as well. We're gonna roll back. Bring that knee back towards you. Whether here or here. Anchor the feet. Roll the knees over. Kick, straighten, roll onto the back leg. Okay, so that was 1. We do 6. Bend, anchor, roll, straighten, roll. Come back. So you notice, I come up, come back down. Bring the foot back, anchor, roll, straighten, roll over, come down. And yes, I'm using my hands for support where I need it. Do what you need to access the pathway of movement. Legs back, anchor, roll, straighten, roll, boom, anchor, roll, straighten, roll, come back down. So it might look like this. That's okay. That's okay. Or it might look like this. This is where we're trying to get to, okay? This is, you will get there, okay? Straighten, roll. One more time. I'm not sure if we did 6, but feels like we did. Okay. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a stretch. So come into that nice little shin box. We're here, we're here. If we're here, we're here. And what we're going to do, if your hands are placed behind you, unanchor one hand. Okay, we are going to rotate the chest to the front of this leg. We're going to come down gently. We're going to stop our resistance. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come behind this leg. We're bringing either this arm down, straight arm, or you come down onto the forearm. Rotate the chest. Open that chest. Bring the hand back and hold. look at it if you can, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna feel it right here. Gently come forward, walk, try to get in front of that foot, stop at resistance, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come up. All right, we are going to straighten the back leg. All right, we're gonna try to roll over it, shitty pigeon. If we're here, be here, okay? If we're here, be here. We're going to gently come down over the leg. We're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to walk those hands behind that front leg. Rotate, open that chest. Look at the hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the shoulder down. Try to come to the other side. We're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk back to center. Take your hand, come to the side, bring that other leg back, anchor the feet, roll the legs over, turn so you can see me better. Inhale, and then exhale, come down. We're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, if you're needing more assistance, use your hands. Stop here if you need to, okay? We're going to walk behind the leg, rotate that chest open, extend that arm, look up, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You might be wondering, like, whoa, one side is less stiff than the other. Well, that's because we don't do everything on both sides equally throughout the day. So one side's going to have less range of motion than the other. That's normal. All right. We're going to walk in front of the foot. We're going to try to come, rotate over this way. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come out of that. Coming up, straighten the leg behind us. Gently roll over on to that quad. And we're going to come down and we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk those hands behind the leg. Gently rotate that chest forward. Extend the arm and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll that arm down. Walk over. Try to get in front on top of that foot if you can. Stop at resistance. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Gently come up. Bring the leg behind you. Come into this nice little butterfly sit. Feet together. Booty cheeks up and out of the way. If your hands are behind you, if your knees are a little up, we're just going to push the thoracic cage forward. Try to bring the knees down. Feel good stretch. Remember, we're trying to feel good. We're not pushing into pain, all right? If you're already here, try to get those feet closer, booty cheeks up and out of the way. Inhale, arms up. Look for a spot in front of you. Come down and hold for 5. And this might be here. It might be here. It's wherever you are. No judgment. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do a little bit of a straddle stretch. Open up those legs. Open up the legs, okay? If you're here, be here. Push the chest up. Come. I want you to start feeling a little bit of stretch in the thighs, the inner thighs, the hamstrings, okay? Maybe even coming down into the calves. If you can come a little wider, get the booty cheeks up and out of the way. Push the chest forward and just come to where you feel comfortable. I want to make sure that you're not rounding that back. Now, rounded backs, there's nothing wrong with that. We round our backs all the time throughout the day to get things done. But when we're trying to get the stretch, we want to make sure that the pelvis is in that anterior tilt, crack to the sky, chest push forward. We want that lower belly to be reaching the ground before anything else. So if we're here, just stop here and hold your stretch. If you can come down a little bit, Stop where it feels good, and we're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back. Okay, let's go ahead and check baseline, because you're right, this is it, you're done. Come into that 90-90. Now, if you can come into a 90-90, where both legs are in that nice little angular 90-90 position, do that. Here, be here. Push up. See if you feel anything different internally, like, oh wow, this feels better to be in this position. Might not see a difference with your eyeballs, but you feel a difference on the inside. Here, be here. All right, how does that feel? We can go ahead and check the other side too. How does that feel? Okay, come out of that. Legs forward, booty cheeks up and out of the way. Pushing back, pushing with those hands onto the floor if you need it. If not, inhale. Look for a spot past where you were. By the way, you can widen this stance if you need to. I do, because I got a belly. We're gonna inhale. We're gonna exhale. We're gonna come down. We're gonna stop where it feels good. Oh yeah. We're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I know we were checking baseline, but this feels good. All right, we're gonna gently come back. Hopefully you see a difference. Hopefully you feel good. If you didn't see a difference, doesn't mean that you should stop. It means that you just need a little more training, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I suggest that you do these workouts twice a week until you can move on to the intermediate and feel confident. The intermediate's coming next week, and we're going to be focusing less on the modification parts and more on expanding the range of motion, increasing the ability to mobilize in these positions. So the intermediate, you will need to be here. You will need to be here, okay? So do this workout as often as you need until you can be here and feel confident, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. I was doing this for the longest before I could get to this, okay? No judgment. All right, you have any questions or concerns? Please feel free to comment below, send me a message, email me at resilientflexibility@gmail.com. I am here for you. This is why I have this platform. Yeah, and I hope you all have a beautiful symptom-free day.